Morning. So I've got a little bit of a different video that I'm going to do, and I got bored, I'll be honest. So I'm just going to try and explain this. I saw a video on YouTube by a magician that I follow, a guy called Chris Ramsey. He's a Canadian and he's quite popular, but he basically had a little video that I stumbled across around learning how to pick locks. And I suppose I quite like to find out how things work. So I went on Amazon and I bought one of, if not the cheapest lock picking sets that money can buy. So it's just arrived, haven't opened it yet, and I'm just going to film my first ever attempt at trying to pick a lock. So what I'll do is I'll pop the actual kit that I bought on screen, and I'm just going to open this and I'll show you what's in it, provided it's exactly what I've asked for. So essentially it's a set with like a few kind of transparent practice locks. So we've got the case itself, and then so that's a transparent practice lock, like a padlock, and then there's another. Okay, so this one's like another lock, a bit like a door lock, I would imagine. I'll open that in a sec. So I'll pop that just out of the way for the moment. This one is the padlock, as you can see. It's transparent, so you can see the pins that you're picking. So first things first is let's have a little look at this. So let's open it up, and inside, I'm not going to even bother with that, but by the looks of things, it shows you what kind of picks there are. And they've all got random names like double ball snowman and bent snake rake. So I'll move that out of the way. And as you can see, there's various different types of lock picks. Now, bear in mind, a little caveat, I've only watched one video, so I don't know how well this is going to go, but let's find out. So there's various different ones. I know that these are rakes, these are hooks, and then you've got some various other bits and pieces. And then these little ones here, 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 and here, and here, these are what they call the tensioner tools. So that allows you just to turn the actual barrel of the lock, or I don't know what the proper name is, but the actual lock bit allows it to turn as if it was a key. So what I'll do is essentially just pick the first one. I know that this one here is called a city rake. The reason being is because the idea is that the little spikes look like the skyline of a city, so that's why it's called that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the padlock and just get in this. Okay, there we go. So we've got the padlock, and as you can see, it's see-through, so you can see the pins, and obviously all the pins are held in by springs. So the idea is just to fiddle around. But we also have the keys. I'm just going to test, because padlocks don't always open both ways, and obviously because I'm left-handed, it's a little bit difficult. So I have to turn it clockwise in order to open it. So I'm going to have a go. Okay, so let's just move that out of the way for the moment. So the idea is that you use this little thin tool here, and that goes in the bottom of this barrel, and then basically, because I need to turn it clockwise, I need to put pressure on upwards to clockwise, so that you can see that the key is ever so slightly turning. So what I'm going to actually do, because I'm left-handed, I'm going to put it this way into the key, and I'm going to hold it and press down to provide a bit of tension. You can see there's a bit of flex there. So what I'm going to do, as you see, this is fully locked. I'm going to try and get in. So if I don't know the best way to hold, actually no, do you know what, I'll hold it this way, because that way you're able to see what I'm doing. So I'm putting a bit of tension. It's a bit fiddly, but the idea is that I've got to go in through here and individually pick each of these little pins to get them above this line, and then by the time I do that, this will be able to just turn like a key. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm 5 minutes in already, so I don't know how long this is going to take. So I might edit it, fast forward it, depending on how long it takes. So here we go. Okay, so it's a bit harder than I thought. It's a bit harder at least than the video made it look. So I'm just going to try again. I don't know whether or not I'm pushing too hard. Oh, hang on, that's not in properly. Yeah, I don't know whether. Let's try it at the top. If that can work. I'm just going to try the top, so it'll give me some more room. Now, I'll see what I see on camera. I can almost see all the way down there, but obviously it's even more handy that I can see across here. So I'm going to actually pay attention and try and do this. So you can see I'm moving the pins, but obviously the pin, so the 6th pin along is too far up, so I think I'm being a bit too harsh with it. It's that last pin. Oh, then. So let's go back into the bottom. And I'm just going to actually put some pressure up. Yeah, I forgot how. I need to use the key again because I've forgotten which way it goes. Yeah, okay. So the idea is that. Alright, that's locked again. The idea is that I need to go upwards, so maybe I was pushing the wrong way. How weird. So let's try again. Maybe did I just turn the padlock round instead? Is that what I did? Oh, here's some clicks. Yeah! There we go. I don't know if that got it, but that is the first time I've locked the padlock. How cool is that? Right, let's try that again. I think maybe I was turning it the wrong way. So let's have a little look and just try again. Just give it a wiggle. Yay! There we go, that's pretty cool. Okay, so wiggling it is, I guess, one way. Tell you what, let's try it with a different pig. So, obviously a rake is kind of, again, it's like brute force almost, and you can just wiggle it in. These hooks are probably the hardest way of doing them, or at least, you know, they're for, rather than just raking and just knocking all of the pins in one fell sweep. These, you actually need to pull each individual pin one by one. So I'll try that. I don't expect this to go very well considering the raking, which is meant to be the easy option. Yeah, raking's meant to be the easy way. This is the harder way, and the raking took me a while. Oh, okay, so this one's actually, it seems to be a bit thinner, and it goes in, and you can see I can individually move the pins. Now, the idea is I need to find one that's needs a bit of pressure. So number 4 needs a bit of pressure. There we go. So now 4's up. I can then go on to 5. There we go. A little click. And then 6. Oops. There we go. Boom. How cool is that? I'm actually, yeah, I'm getting quite good at this. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but now this one is a lock that you'd see in a door. So again, it's transparent, but the principle's the same. Again, I need to find out which way this goes. Okay, oh, it goes both ways. Cool, so it just basically turns. Right, so based on that, I should be able to go that way, and then I can actually do it the other way this time. Sorry, I've got a camera or something. So if I just pop that in there, I can now press down, and this will give me the ability to be able to, actually, do you know what, I'm going to start with the rake again, because I had better luck with that as a first timer on that log. There we go, done. That is open. Right, let's lock that back up again. That's pretty cool. Now I think this one's actually different, I believe, what I read. Yeah, so you've got 3 different locks. So you've got this key goes for that lock, and then that key goes for this lock, and then you've obviously got the padlock. So let's try this one. This is hard. I don't quite know why this isn't working. Let's go to the individual pick. Just work out what's what. So 1 goes up, 2 is up, 3 is the one. There we go. So it's 3. There we go. 3's up. And then, oh, that's the cool. Right, let's try. Right, so we're going again. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, that's 5, and then 4. 3's not doing anything. I think 2's in. 1 done. Happy days. Cool. So all 3 locks done. Now what I'm going to do, the very last one, I'll go back to the padlocks. I think it's a bit easier. I'm actually going to cover the lock and do it blind. Now I don't know how well this is going to go, and again I'll probably fast forward during these bits. Okay, so it is locked. I'm going to cover it up. Right, tension on. I'm going to go for the rake, and I'm just going to see how long it takes me. Oh wow, done. Look at that, blind. No. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, if you need to get in your house, then give me a shout. I don't think I'll be very good at it because it takes a while. But you know, when you're using something like this rake tool with multiple little spikes on it, it allows you just to hack away at it really. You know, and that is by far and away the quicker option. Now I'd imagine, you know, yes, these are probably quite basic locks and there's no added security on them, but you know, when you are raking it and it just, you know, you want to be able to break in or, you know, gain access to something that's rightfully yours. For example, if you left to lock yourself out from your house, you know, it'll be relatively straightforward to be able to do this. You know, he says he's actually got this stuck inside. So, okay, right, that's stuck. That's great. Oh, it's stuck because it was open. Happy days. So, you know, you can get in there and do what you need to do. Right, so that's actually stuck in there. I don't know why that is. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna have to work out why that is. So yeah, I'll end the video here. You know, comment down below if you need me to break into your house. So yeah, I will catch you guys later.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so very quickly, this did get stuck in, but all I did was just pop that in and give it a wiggle, and then it came out. So all good, nothing wrong with it. Overall, literally this cost, I don't know, I think it was £10 for, you know, 20 minutes of fun, bit of a laugh. I'm actually gonna go and practice on my front door now, and see if I can get into my own house, lock myself out and try and get in. So yeah, I'll catch you guys soon.